All right, hey everybody, this isn't going to be super professional editing, but hopefully it helps a couple people out. I've had a couple problems fuse wise with my 2009 Expedition. I looked for videos online and images of fuse boxes for the 2009 and couldn't really find any that were good because they're different than the 2007 and 8. So I don't know how far up in the years the 2009 is the same as. I know, up to like 2017 is the same body style, but it may change definitely when they change the engine in 2015. So this might be good 2009 to 14, but I can't say for sure. So there's a couple places where there are fuses in the Expedition. One is right here in the engine, and the other is down here in the kick panel of the passenger side. So I pulled this little panel off. You can see it says fuses right here. It goes right here, basically by the right foot of the passenger. Pull this off. Once you pull that off, you can see this little cover down here that actually has a little map on it as well. There's just a clip on the far side, I believe. Once I get this off, you'll be able to see it. So you can see these two clips right here. You just squeeze them and it should come off. It unclips from the back. So there's actually a little fuse puller in here. And then these are mostly just the regular mini style fuses. So you got a whole bunch of them here. The cover shows the numbers, and then the manual will show the map of what's what. So if we go back out here, I've got this manual 2009. So start here. There's just a little thing about what the colors are in terms of different amperages. Here is the map, the same thing that you see on the plastic cover, so that's not too important. But what's important are all the fuse numbers. So I'm just gonna kind of zoom in on each page a little bit so that you can pause and see what's what. So you've got the fuse location, the normal amp rating, and then what the circuit is. So you see you've got 1 to 26 here. And then on the other page, you've got 27 to 48. Let's see if I can get better light there. Sorry, it's sunny out. So then if we turn to the next one, you get the engine compartment, which is where I'm standing right now, this one right here. There's two little clips on it. You just pry those up. I'll do that in a second. So this map is definitely one that's different from the 2007, 2008. The fuses are actually different in here. So you just grab these, push them in, you open that up. Again, there's a map of the numbers on the top, so it's easy to reference. If you go back here, you can, instead of looking at this one, you can go find, 11, look on here and see where it is on the actual diagram. So you see 11 is the second row, the first one. So that would be this one right here underneath the relays, which is actually empty. So if you go down here, power running boards, that's empty because I don't have power running boards, and I actually stole it out of there for another fuse that blew at some point on my seats. So let me get on here. So here's 1 to 11. Got things like fuel pumps. For fuel pump, you need fuel pump, you need the ECM, ignition, some things like that. Then over here, you've got 12 through 40. There's a bunch of not used. Some of them have fuses in them, or actually those usually don't have fuses in them, but sometimes you'll have fuses in the ones that you don't have, like the power running boards, maybe sunroof and things like that. And so if you're in a bind, sometimes you can pull out some of those and use them as spares. And then you've got 2 more pages. So here's page 3 of the engine, 41 through 70. Keep that on there for a couple seconds. And then the last page, 71 through 85. And so a couple tips, these things, especially these cartridge fuses, can be hard to pull out without breaking them. I don't know if you can see on here, I don't think I have any broken at the moment, but the tops like to pop off if you try to pry them out. They get just kind of stuck in there from age. And so I've used a little trim puller. You can use a flathead, but just kind of go pry back and forth. There's nothing that clips them in or anything. They just pull out like a normal fuse. These mini ones are pretty easy with some needle nose, or you can use the thing that's in the other fuse box. But these, you can see if I pull this out, I just kind of wiggle a little bit, get back behind it from the other side, wiggle a little bit. You can see this one's not even in all the way because I've had it pop a couple times. So once you get that out, it just pulls right out, no clip or anything. So if you're prying on it, trying to get it out, just take your time, be careful. You know, you can try needle nose and they just might crack and pull apart. So another tip, these things are like $6 each at the parts store. And so if you have a problem that's blowing fuses, then it can get expensive. I got this on Amazon. You just need to get the mini ones. There's little measurements on the thing. So this is a pack of 30. You can see it's got, I think 5 amperages and 6 each, or 6 amperages and 5 each or something, if my math is right. So it just gives you a little thing to choose from, and it was like $11 or $12, maybe 15. So the price of a couple fuses. If you pop a couple fuses, you'll probably eat into that money. But obviously, if you need one that day, the parts store should have them. A couple things that I had issues with, if I can get back to the page, are the seat, the driver's seat, and then the power, the auxiliary power, the lighter power on the dash. So if I go back, let me find the page again, I'm sorry. So on the seat, I have an issue, and I still have the issue, and part of the reason why I have extra fuses, where all of a sudden my seat stuff doesn't work. All the seat power seat on the driver's side, the mirror, the memory, the heater are all kind of tied in together, and sometimes things will work, sometimes they won't. I have a feeling there's a short somewhere that when I move it back and forth, it's hitting something, but I haven't gotten a chance to get underneath and try to pull it out yet. So there's a fuse in here on the inside that has to do with that, and it is 12. So you can see on 12 is the power mirror, driver seat memory. And so what's weird is sometimes this blows, and then other times this one that's in here blows, which is kind of at the end. It is, I believe, one of the last ones in here. So sorry about this. 74 is driver power seat and driver seat memory. So that's this one right here. You can see it's one of the ones that I swapped out, and it's kind of not in all the way, just in case I need to pull it back out in a pinch. So sometimes nothing will work. Sometimes the driver seat memory will work. Like I can get in and it'll kind of move back and forth, like when you enter and exit, and I can hit 1 or 2, but I can't adjust the seat at all. And so just got to be ready. This truck has 199,000 miles on it, so there's little electrical stuff here and there. And then the other ones that I've had issues with are the auxiliary power. So obviously, you know, if you plug something into the lighter that it doesn't like, or there's a short in it, it's going to pop one of those things to save it. So there's actually 4 auxiliary power points in here. You can see 65 and 66 down here. I believe these are the back. So the back seat that's on the rear seat controls, and then you've got one way in the back in the hatch area. The other ones that seem to be the issue are these 2 right here, 71 and 72. You can see those are these ones right here. See the 71, 72 lines up with these 2. I've had one of those go out, so I've swapped them back and forth when I need them. Those are the ones that's right in the center of the console, and the one that's off to the right, the actual lighter socket, and then the power socket. So hopefully this helps. If you guys have any questions, I'm not sure I'm the best to answer them, but go ahead and ask, and I'll try to help. Thanks.